Hello and welcome to ChrisFX. I am aware of the fact that good strategies, simple strategies are missing from this free YouTube world, and for that reason I am here to give you a very nice free 5-minute trading strategy which works like a charm. Let's waste no more time and let's begin with the rules of this strategy. And the rules of the strategy are extremely simple. So first of all, what you need to do is to identify the high and the low of the previous day. Simple as that, guys. Okay, in this occasion right here, this would be our highest point and this would be the lowest point of the previous day. So step 1 has already been done. Step 2, scale down to the 5-minute time frame where our strategy is also taking place. And we scale down to the 5-minute time frame. What we need to do right here is just find if we have identified the high and the low exactly, so you can reorient everything, you can make everything look a little bit cleaner. So yeah, that was correct. This was the highest point, this was the lowest point. I'm saying that because sometimes you will see on TradingView that it highlights a little bit higher or lower, so you go ahead and fix that on the 5-minute time frame, and then we proceed with step number 3, which is saying wait for the high or the low of the previous day to be taken. Okay, in other words, wait for the liquidity above the previous day's high or below the previous day's low to be taken, to be grabbed. Now stick until the end of the video because I'm gonna show you how you can perfect this strategy, and if you do not stick until the end of the video, you will be left wondering what is the missing piece of this strategy. I'm gonna reveal it a little bit later on in order to see if you're paying close attention. What you need to do right now is just proceed and proceed and proceed. You are on the 5-minute time frame, you are waiting for either the high or the low of the previous day to be grabbed, guys. And there you go, I was a little bit quick. Once the low or the high of the previous day is grabbed, wait for a retracement and a close of a 5-minute candlestick body back into the range. Simple as that. Okay, in this occasion, we grab the liquidity below the previous day's low, as you see it exactly right here. There you go. And then, number 4, we did retrace with a 5-minute candlestick and we closed with a body of the 5-minute candlestick within the previous range. Very nice. What do we do now? Number 5, enter with a market execution and place your stop loss. I'm gonna show lots of examples. Place your stop loss below, in this occasion below because we are buying, in the other occasion which we're gonna show later above the high, below the low of the candlestick that closed with a body back into the range. Simple as that. Those are our rules until here. So what are we doing? We are buying with the market execution and the stop loss is going below this candlestick. Now, number 6. This is another very important thing, where to target. Target at least a 2-to-1 reward to risk, or liquidity, or previous day's high or low. In this occasion, high, of course. Okay, those are the simple rules and we're gonna repeat them in other examples later on. So if I go for a 2-to-1, if I go just for liquidity, it would be this liquidity right here or this liquidity exactly right here. But this would give me only 1.57 to 1. We said we are targeting at least a 2-to-1. Okay, very nice. Then you could go after the 2-to-1 for this liquidity or for this if you would like. Or you can target, if you have an overall bias, you can target the previous day's high. And yes, I will let price action play out. And there you go, you have won the trade. And here comes the secret. I'm not gonna say it in the end of the video. I'm already gonna talk about the secret. And the secret is that you can enhance this strategy if from the daily perspective you have a very specific bias. And in this occasion, from the things that you know, we were reacting from a fair value gap of the daily time frame right here. So your bias was mostly bullish. For me, it was 1000% bullish because I had a very tiny area exactly right here where I had taken this initial trade, which took place on Friday the 15th of November, and I'm referring to this candlestick right here. Yes, I was able to predict the low, and yes, I have everything recorded. If you join the trading signals, or even better, if you join the mentoring, I'm also sending recordings from the trading signals to just prove that what I'm teaching, I'm also doing it myself, guys. And of course, you can apply those spectacular strategies, even the ones that I'm teaching here for free, which are winning strategies. You can apply them on TickTickTrader, which is the best instant funding futures prop firm, for which I have a huge discount with code ChrisFX. You can find the link down in the description, or you can find the link in my website. Now that we have done example number 1, let's proceed. And let's go ahead and do more examples. Very good. The good thing with this strategy is that it will work even when you have a bullish bias, such as in this occasion, because it's quite rare that price does that and goes and goes and goes. And if that happens, because yes, you will tell me, what are you talking about, Chris? This has happened exactly right here, and this happened beforehand. Yeah, that's true, but even then, with this strategy that I'm teaching you right here, it will save you from taking those losing trades, and you will see why. Let's go ahead, leave this one, the trade that we took, on the screen, and let's go ahead now and analyze the current price action with this spectacular strategy. This is the high of this candlestick now, and this is the low of this daily candlestick as I'm showing it right here. What I need to do is to bring my rules back into the screen. What did we say? Number 1, identify the high and the low of the previous day. Now, number 2, scale down to the 5-minute time frame instantly, guys, and let's bring the rules. Let's have the rules always in front of us so that you will be able to check them out. Very nice. We scaled down to the 5-minute time frame. Now, number 3, wait for the high or the low of the previous day to be taken. And you might ask me, do you need to wait for a specific time during the day for this to happen? I will answer to you, no. Okay, so let's go ahead and proceed. And you see that this is happening at 7:15 New York time. Very good. So you will see that this thing applies always, again and again and again. Number 4, wait for a retracement and the close of a 5-minute candlestick body back into the range. That's why I have the body with B capital, because you need to see a body closing right back into the range. And let's see if this is a body. No, this is a wick. So we are not doing anything. Here, nothing. Here, we are closing back into the range. Now, here comes the next rule, because we are not finished. What did I say? Number 5, enter with a market execution and place your stop loss below or above, below the low or above the high in this occasion of the candlestick that closed with the body back into the range. And now, I will tell you over here, if, let's do it below it, if the candlestick is small, then choose to place the stop loss above a high or below a low. Okay, in this occasion, you could say, Chris, you are cherry picking. We will not place the stop loss all the way up. I never told you to place the stop loss all the way up. You can place the stop loss above this high, exactly right here. And then we said target at least a 2-to-1 regard to risk. And off we go. Let's proceed and proceed and proceed. There you go. Here it is a losing example. You will have losing days. You might be laughing right now. Okay, those of you who believe that trading is only winning, you might say this is bullshit, this does not work. But I will prove you otherwise, because we will do many trades on every single day, and I will show you that this thing absolutely works. We have done this day as well. We proceed to the next day, where we have the high over here and the low exactly right here. Now we know, of course, that generally speaking, we have a bullish momentum, we have a bullish bias. Ideally, yes, you would be wanting to buy, but many times you will see those retracements and those continuations, which will give you also the opportunity to short. Now, over here, you have to realize that we are also within a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap of the daily. It doesn't mean that it's going to send price all the way down. And of course, with the mentoring, we know exactly where price is going to be sent. I have all of the recordings. Again, you will be amazed when you will see those things recorded and how I called them exactly to the tick. Not such huge areas, rather tiny little areas, and price is reacting exactly and is going down or up from there. Again, number one, identify the highest and lowest point of the previous day. Scale down, number two, to the 5-minute time frame. And here we are not even close to the highest point. Let's proceed. Let's proceed and proceed. Wait for the high, it says. Here the low was made. So we have identified the highest and lowest points. Look over here, Wednesday. And over here, Wednesday. And we are waiting. Let me do that for you over here and over here. We are waiting for either the highest or the lowest points to be taken during Thursday. Let's see. Thursday is here. And for the moment, we don't see anything here. Look at the time, 8:35, very good time, close to the open. We are using Nasdaq. We are seeing a break above the highest point. What are we waiting for? For a body to close within, back into the range. Still, we don't have a body. Pay close attention. Over here, I'm not cherry picking any examples. I showed you a losing example as well. And here you might say, Chris, this is a huge candlestick. I'm not gonna be entering here. In this occasion, guys, you can place the stop loss, as we said, either all the way up or another trick above the body. And you will say, this is 329 tick stop loss. And you might laugh. The thing is that with the king strategy that we are using, sometimes it will give us a stop loss. This is the mechanical strategy that I have, not the other one that I'm pinpointing the tiny little areas. With the mechanical strategy, quite rare of course, but we will have sometimes stop losses of 400 ticks, yet with extreme ease we will be hitting a 2-to-1 within the same day. Nasdaq is moving like crazy, at least a 2-to-1. I said, okay, in this occasion, because you have a bullish bias overall, you can just target the 2-to-1. And here I'm proving to you that this happened within 5 minutes. Okay, those 664 ticks happened within 5 minutes. And in case that you are wondering if I'm cherry picking the examples, I'm not. I haven't even watched this example. I haven't seen it. Besides the first example, those next two I haven't seen. Otherwise, if I wanted to manipulate, I would see the examples and then I would tell you, then we can target this or that. I would go for a 2-to-1, plain and simple. Okay, we have done this example as well. Let's move on and let's now say that we have the highest point of the day as this one of Thursday and the lowest point of the day, which is this one. Let's scale down to the 5-minute time frame over here and let's wait. Let me do it over here and over here, and let's wait for either the highest or the lowest point to be taken and then a close back with a body. And it is important that we check out the time as well, because the time could be, let's say, 3:30, 3:30 p.m. New York time, where of course we wouldn't be doing anything. But we proceed and there we go, we have Friday. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and here we go. Here you wouldn't be checking for any other trades. So we are absolutely done here. Nonetheless, we can continue. How can we continue? We can continue by identifying the highest and lowest point of Friday. I'm doing every single candlestick within this whole situation. And now we can say that I'm waiting again for either the break above the high or the break below the low, a retracement back into the range, and then I'm gonna either sell if we break the high first or buy if we break the low first. Okay, we short if we break the high first and we retrace back in the range on the 5-minute time frame, of course, and we buy if we break below the range and we close with a 5-minute body back into the range. So what we need to do, we scale down to the 5-minute time frame and we are trying to find out if we have something spectacular. Here we have the opening gap. We will not, of course, consider doing anything. You know that price, when it comes back, of course, over here, it reacts from the opening gap, 99%. So on Monday, we will not be doing absolutely anything, okay? And we will be checking what is going on for Tuesday. Very nice. Let's go again to the daily time frame and let's repeat the very same process. Highest point is this point right here. Lowest point is this point right here. Let's scale down to the 5-minute time frame and we don't have anything. No problem at all. Daily time frame, back to the daily time frame. And we have the highest point of Tuesday and we have the lowest point of Tuesday as well, scaling down to the 5-minute time frame. So we're waiting for the highest or the lowest point of Tuesday to be taken. And here we proceed and there we go. There we go. It has already happened. Let me go back in time. It has already happened and it happened at 10:40 exactly. You place a buy over here, the stop loss right below the area, and you target at least a 2-to-1 reward to risk. You proceed, and now you are losing the trade. Now, here comes another trick that you should be paying very close attention to. I should say it step by step, because if I would say it from the beginning, since the beginning, then you would be confused. And if you recall, I talked about it also on the video that I made for the 1-minute scalping strategy, which is pretty much the same strategy, but on the 1 minute, and you can find it if I'm showing it correctly. No, it is right here on the top right of your screen right now, if you want to check this video out. Here, when you have more lows, such as this one or this one over here, you can, if you see the same thing happening, you can re-enter during the same day. So let's check it out. There you go. You have a bullish candlestick. You can enter indeed again. And you place your trade exactly right here with the stop loss either here or here. And you see, if we move forward, that we lose this trade as well. And now you are like in this mindset which is saying, okay, the strategy does not work. It does not work because you are not consistent. When you are losing a trade, you want to go ahead and make back the money that you lost. I can guarantee you that if you go ahead and purchase any account, any instant funding account with the codes that I have down in the description, ChrisFX is the code, 40 to 50% off, depending on the date and the promotion. You can use it, especially on Tick Trader, which has instant funding accounts. And even with this strategy, it is a value for money. But of course, with my strategy, we're having 85 to 95% winning percentage. Believe it or not, this is truth. Why? Because we are also doing risk management. We are not just taking the trade and waiting. I have specific clues which are showing me whether the trade is gonna run or not on a specific time frame. If it shows that it's not gonna run, I'm gonna be precise 90 to 95% of the time, and I'm closing at break even. So I also have lots of break evens. Okay. Let's proceed. Now, it is up to you to say, even in this occasion, what am I doing? If this next high is taken totally, and then a body closes above, am I entering again? You could enter again, Personally, after the 2 losses, I don't think that I would be entering again. You can place the stop loss here, or you can place the stop loss here. Here, for example, you could say that I want to target even more in this occasion because I lost 2 trades in a row. Okay, if you would target a 3-1, you would make your 2 losses back and you would also make some profit. If you would target a 2-1, you would just make back your losses. Simple as that. This is not the best example, of course. This strategy will not work every time, but for a free strategy, a very, very easy strategy that I'm showing here on YouTube, this makes wonders. This is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic strategy. I can even take you at a random point in time, as I'm seeing, I can take you over here, back in time. Look, after you have grabbed also this liquidity, this high over here, and I can suspect a short trade already. Here I am, I place that over here, so you can have a bias in those occasions. This is what I'm trying to say, and you can wait for price to break above and then close with a body below, which hasn't happened in any of those circumstances. A wick will not count. Okay, you need to see a break with a body above and a close with a body below. This never happened here. This is why this strategy is fantastic on the 5-minute time frame. Specifically, let's see, still not a body. And here we have a body breaking below. Again, am I gonna tell you, go ahead and place the stop loss in this occasion right above this candlestick? No. You can place the stop loss somewhere above those candlesticks, even above this one. I would suggest somewhere above those fair value gaps, even the latest fair value gap, which is exactly right here. That's exactly what I suggest. Place the stop loss somewhere right there. You can target easily a 2-1 reward to risk. Or if you have a bias that this is gonna run lower, you can target way, way lower. So this strategy works, and it does work like a charm, guys. And you see that I'm not cherry picking the wins right here because I could easily see that. I could easily see that beforehand and show you the specific examples and tell you easily that you can go ahead and target a 10-1 and I would look like a god right here. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you, go ahead and target at least a 2-1 and you can go ahead, of course, and make the strategy, adjust the strategy to your own needs. This is exactly the strategy as I wanted to show it to you. And here are the rules. One more time, you can copy and paste them, identify the high and the low of the previous day. I would add to this one plus, the plus that I told you, plus have a specific bias, which I'm also teaching. It's not as easy as you think, but it's not as hard as you think as well. So this will increase your probabilities of winning the trade because if your bias is only bearish, then you will only be getting the short and not the buy, and the other way around. If your bias is only bullish, then you will not be entering if we grab liquidity above and we retrace, but you will only be entering if we grab the liquidity below and we retrace because your bias is bullish and you want to run this thing towards the upside. Then you scale down to the 5-minute time frame. Okay, you readjust your highest and lowest point. Wait for the high or the low of the previous day to be taken or according to your bias only, as we said. Wait for a retracement and the close of a 5-minute candlestick's body back into the range. Enter with the market execution, and we showed a couple of ways to manage your stop loss according to the specific conditions of the market. And these guys then target at least a 2-1 or other points of liquidity or however you have adjusted the strategy. And this 5th point is very important. When I talked about the market as a living organism, this is how I want to look at the market. My strategies never, ever, ever have specific rewards to risks unless it is the king strategy, which is fully mechanical with a 60 to 66% winning percentage with a 2-1 reward to risk. Through the years, it has given that winning percentage consistently. Okay, it is a fantastic strategy. I have developed it. And of course, my personal strategy, which is not targeting specific rewards to risks. And It needs, in my opinion, at least the 4 one-on-ones for you to master it. This strategy has the 85 to 95% winning percentage. I would say for me above 90% and improving that every single day in the Signals group as well. So check out the links down in the description in order to get the best education in the world, which I can only offer to you and not the billions of scammers who are running YouTube channels out there. And also the exceptional codes that I have if you want to go ahead and try those fantastic strategies after you have tested them, of course, on a prop firm. I have the best deals with code ChrisFX, or go to my website to find the best deals. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, you don't want to be missing videos such as this one. Turn on the notifications bell, very important, otherwise YouTube is not going to do me the favor or you, and it's not going to send you the notifications. Like the video, share it with all of your trading friends, family, and every single person that you see on the streets. Go ahead and show them this video. This is gonna do it for today, traders, and thank you all for watching. Until next time.